So, hi everybody and welcome back. This is Unreal Engine 5 tutorial series for absolute beginners. This is video 76, and in this video we add gold to our widget which we created. Right now we can't add it, and actually that was very easy, so that I will talk in this video also about something else. So first of all, let's set it up. What I have to do is go to your gold BP gold, or in my case this is the drop, what is going to drop after our enemy AI dies. In my this one is gold, my gold, and then you go to event graph, and we have coded here many things already. So the only thing what we really need is this little add gold, and what we are going to do is we will use our created variable in our last video, that was this counter drop gold, and we will now get this here because we know we will overlap with our character, and from this one we have our character here as a reference, and then we can get it and get the variable, and then you can make a plus. So for example, you want to add something. Plus means I want to add to the variable something, and then you can set the amount how much you add. I add, for example, 10, and the reason why I'm adding 10, your gold item, for example, we go there, here again, this one can be worth 10, right? For example, you can make here another same looking gold item which looks let's say like a transparent, like a diamond, and then you can give him a value about 100. In my case it is just a gold, and gold is 10, and wood would be 1 or something else. You can give these numbers for resources and so on. After you add this one, you get again this variable, but this time as a setter. So I did this here, I drag out and then get this variable as a setter, and I set the new variable. And why I did this all time, when we destroyed the enemy, it will drop this gold item in which we are, and then we can overlap it. This is this one, and then if we overlap it, we add this gold, and that's it. And all the other things we already set up in our last videos, and when we compile here and we play here, we can already see our first result, which is when we started. You see I'm here, I'm overlapping first this box, AI spawns, and after I kill this AI, this gold should drop, and I can collect it, and this will imp fast. So he's almost dead. You see now my value is 100, and now it will be more. And the problem is I made here a mistake. You see I added 150, and the problem also with the sound, it's like I said, to get rid of the sound is also something. But first of all, let's fix this. Let's fix this gold. Why it's added so much? The reason for that was this delay, and after this delay is there, I could overlap over this collision box more times, and that means it will add more time something. And this is just a quick fix for this. Like all time, you can make a do once node, for example. Do this one time, do once. Of course you could do something like a branch too, but this do once node comes really handy. It says do all this code what comes after this one time only till it is resetted. For example, I say I want to do it more times, then you can reset it later, but now we have fixed this. This will be all time yeah, added one time. Even we can overlap here more times. You could set this do once node here in front of this cast as well, but in this case this one works here fine. So, and this was fixed now. And the problem with the sound, let's go and talk a little bit about the sound. The thing is here, the sound has no variable in this case, and we should create something like an audio component in this case. Actually, there is a fast way, but the problem later, still the problem is that this one is we need something which is parallel. We destroy the actor and then play the sound still after this one in a very short amount of time. This will cause still problems, but I will show you at least how we can create here an audio component. Let me do this one fast at least, and let's get a little bit to create an audio. What we can do, there are many ways actually. You could add here audio component here, or we will just create here something like spawn audio, something like this, spawn sound at location. We could get this one, and you see we have here many options already, and later there are other audio options. And let's use this one, spawn audio at location. So instead of this one, we are using now spawn at location, but the same location as before. So this one I take, or just copy it, copy, Control C, Control V, and I hook this here up. So we have the location. We have here again the sound. This one, let's take this one. But the difference here is, between these two nodes, we have here a return value, and a return value. Oh, I can't close this one. This one. So the difference is this value, this play sound at location, has no return value. And of course, there is one more solution which just come in my mind. You just try to find here a sound which is very short, right? If you find here a very short sound which is just some milliseconds, let's say 300 milliseconds, just that you can hear it, that would work also with this node. But here, this node can actually stop the sound to play. And how we make this is, now with this return value, you can right click it, promote this one to a variable, and call this something spawned sound. But this is not the perfect way, but let's call it, let's see what we have. Spawned sound at location, perhaps spawned sound. And you see this is automatically our audio component here now. This one is finds automatically what kind of component this one is. So we have not set up this one, nice. And now I can use the spawn sound here in this place, which means here we want destroy the actor. The actor is this coin. After we destroy the actor, we want destroy this emitter component because it will still play. And after this one, we want to stop the sound here because we can't destroy our sound. And that's why we created this variable now. We take this spawn sound here, get spawn sound, and now we can write here stop. And if you see now, I can stop this audio. At least I think we can try if this works. So we compile, save, and yeah, let's see if we can stop it. So we can test here now two things. First of all, if we add only one time our coin, and the second time if the sound stops after this delay, which should be 1 second. And I'm not sure. Just try this one. Let's destroy fast our enemy. We fight. Of course, he got no chance against me because he make no damage like all time. And now, when I kill now him, let's see what happens. And only one time, that's good. And the sound, it's not stopping, I think. Okay, the sound is not stopping. Okay, it says here I made here a mistake. And it says here attempt to access audio component which is already pending kill. And this error message which you see here, it comes many times and many places. And the reason for that is just simply all time the same mistake. this destroy actor destroyed it, and actually this sound is anyhow destroyed as well. So when we read the message here, it's all time the same message. Attempt to access audio component and the via properties sound spawn sound, but audio component 0 is not valid. And here it says it's not valid. That's very strange why it's not valid. What happens here? Spawn sound. BP enemy spawn sound. Okay, I think this one is another error because here it says the spawn sound is not valid. Sure, we can right click and convert to a validate get here and then use this one as a check, but this the important part is here why it's not valid. Because I make here this one at event begin play, yes. It get destroyed. Most time the reason why it's not valid because this destroy it comes before this one. So let's change this one at least to see if this helps. Most time in yes. Almost all time. Not most but almost all time that you destroy something before other things are destroyed. So the main thing or something like that. But in this case, I think it's not this case. I'm not sure why. And let's make here a check. We can make here, for example, a print string check. It's like the bug helper, this print thing. When it fails, it will print here failed sound. Let's write here failed sound. It's also very nice to see why this one is not doing something. Let's make our fight here again. Fight again. I think I should set this fight a little bit lower so that he dies faster. And now, so this one works. Okay, and actually now it worked. And you can see the reason was probably, I'm not sure about this get valid was not the problem. The reason was most time this destroy actor because the positioning was not again right anyhow. And this destroy actor destroys here also anyhow. I'm not sure why this is bound to this one, but yeah. The destroy actor tried to destroy all time this element in which you are coding at the last part before if the other one depends on this one. But you saw it worked now and the failed was not there, and I'm not sure I don't think we even need this one. Convert to pure get. So let's see. Let's test this one more time. But the convert to validate get is all time better because here you have all time a check more normally. But let's test this one because it was just because of this destroy actor. And if you check this one, you should have something. And the last thing what I want to show you is the problem is now what you should have do is perhaps set because I'm overlapping now with this box here immediately, it will stop it immediately, and that's not ideal, right? You could make something like after you destroyed this enemy here, instead of dropping it right here, set an offset, make it here, so the drop location behind him, and then if it's there, then you can overlap it until this time it plays the sound and whatever. And this is a fake solution. Let's destroy it and see what happens now. This one is not good, you see. And now all was destroyed, and what you saw there was this delay actually, which I set up here. This delay. So that this one is visible for a short amount. It is visible. We can hear something for a short amount before it stops and before it gets destroyed. That was the last part for this. And yeah, there is a little bit work to do to make it better, but in general it works. It is not so difficult. Yeah, if you have any comments, because now I'm going to stop this video for here and we will continue. I will probably make this better in future videos, because we will set up also something for items, and I will set up very simple inventory system at start, a very super basic, because inventory system is in general not very easy and not made for beginners, because you spend on an inventory system in general a lot of time just to make one inventory system. And we make the most basic inventory system there is, which means it will just automatically add it in our inventory. We can use it and we can drop it out, but it is not very customizable and something like that. All right, it is just a starting point, because we are beginners and you just should get the hang to see how this looks at start, and later of course you go for the more complex ones. And with that said, if you have any questions, like all time, write it in the comments. If you have any complaints, write it in the comments. I will try to fix them or to explain them. And bye for now and good luck.